Was unfortunately the prisoners of war were forced by the Japanese to march 65 miles with really essentially no water, no food. 1,000 American military were killed died just on the march. People were beheaded. People were stomped to death. They were buried alive. And, my dad was witness to all of that as one of
I'm Staff Sergeant Renee, and I'm from the 29th Intelligence Squadron.
I'm Senior Airman Brian from the 29th Intelligence Squadron.
Staff Sergeant Gabriel, and I'm from the 29th Intelligence Squadron.
My name is Senior Master Sergeant Rebecca from the 29th Intelligence Squadron.
Master Sergeant Allison, I'm from the 29th Intelligence Squadron.
I'm Chief Master Sergeant Benjamin Jake Higginbotham, and I'm the Command Chief for the 70th ISR Wing.
I'm Colonel Thomas Hensley, Commander of the 70th ISR Wing.
After the 65-mile march in the heat in the Philippines, then they were forced into metal box cars and taken in the metal box cars. They were like literally shoulder to shoulder, and they were taken to a prison camp called O'Donnell. Was the first prison camp that he was at.
I am participating in the Bataan Memorial Death March because it's a chance for me to honor and remember all of the World War II soldiers that either were captured or died saving our country and the rest of the world.
Because I want to train my body to become Special Forces Pararescue in order to save as many people so that no one in the future has to go through the similar experience as the men and women that had to go through it initially.
Look back and honor the men who lost their lives and went through so much in order to preserve our freedom.
When I was approached and was told that I would have the opportunity to meet more survivors of World War II and that I would be able to meet survivors of the Bataan Death March, I thought that it would be one of the best things I would ever be able to do in my life. And to be able to march in their honor, I think is something that everyone should be able to experience.
For me, is about team. It's about the camaraderie. I get to do this with 7 of the finest airmen that I've ever met, and doing this, all of us together, and going through it, and feeling the hurt and the pride that comes through with this was really a once-in-a-lifetime experience for me.
So that I never forget. In 2013, I completed my very first Bataan Memorial Death March. In the events leading up to the march, I was so taken by some of my personal interactions with the Bataan survivors that I promised myself that I would do everything in my power to return each year to honor them. I march so that I never forget.
I am marching to honor the men that were forced to participate in the Bataan Death March. I'm also marching because of the tremendous opportunity to be able to meet the survivors of the Bataan Death March. And with this being the 75th anniversary, I think it's an incredible opportunity to be able to shake their hands, thank them for their service, and to honor living heroes that are amongst us. I think it's a great opportunity to be able to participate in the Bataan Memorial Death March with fellow 70th ISR Wing Airmen. I think it's an honor to be able to march with them as we honor those that marched in the actual Bataan Death March.
There's no better patriot than my dad, and I think his children too, because we've come to realize and respect everything that our military does, and then to have Jake just reach out like that, part of the military to care that much is just amazing to us, because our biggest fear is that people aren't going to remember Bataan and Corregidor. They're not going to know what the Death March was. They're not going to have any idea the kind of sacrifices these men made. And this is the 75th anniversary coming up now of the march, and we just want to make sure that their memories stays alive, and that's what that whole group is doing. 7,000 marchers are going to be in that marathon. That's just incredible to me. So are willing to carry my dad's picture. You know, I mean, how honorable is that? You know, what more of a tribute could they do for my father and for us? I mean, it's overwhelming. I can't even tell you. It's just overwhelming. Just after one little Facebook post, you know, and it just.
Thank you for doing what you're doing every day and for remembering our dad. It's just overwhelming.
It's the ultimate tribute, and they're the ultimate Americans, I think. It's just amazing to us.